Looks like we got a full house tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to welcome you all to Southwest Baptist University's Mr. and Miss Southwest competition.
We have an exciting evening ahead of us, but before we get started, we just want to shout out some of our special guests here in the house tonight, including our prospective students here joining us for Bearcat.
God, allow us to first introduce ourselves, but before we get started, let us pray together. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for this beautiful day that you've given us. Thank you for SBU and being able to gather here at a university where we can freely worship you. Thank you for these prospective students and their family that are here as they prayerfully consider SBU. But most of all, thank you for what you did for us on the cross. I pray that you would quell all anxiety that our contestants might have, and that we might rest knowing that your plan will be accomplished, no matter what. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Tyler Johnson is from Stockton, Missouri. He is the son of Doug and Amy Johnson. Tyler's a sophomore studying biology education, and after graduation in May 2026, he plans to teach high school science, coach, and work in youth ministry on the side. Tyler is a part of the Honors College Advisory Board and is a servant leader for SBU's discipleship program.
Allie Weaver. Allie Weaver is a sophomore from Columbia, Missouri, and is the daughter of Dawn and Jessica Weaver. Allie is majoring in mass media and minoring in political science, and upon graduating in May of 26, plans on becoming a political journalist. Allie is the director of Welcome Week and is also a servant leader for SBU's discipleship program. Allie Weaver.
Convenient is that Tyler and I actually met at Bearcat Days 2 years ago. So you guys, prospective students here, can meet your best friend here this weekend.
Speaking of convenient, our contestants are ready to join us on stage. Our first male contestant for the night is Keegan Kirkpatrick. He is the son of Kelly and Michelle Kirkpatrick. Keegan is majoring in mathematics education, and after graduation in May of 25, he plans to teach high school mathematics in a local school district, coach track and field, and earn a master's degree in education.
Keegan is escorting our next contestant, Emmagrace Shores. Emmagrace is from Fayetteville, Arkansas, and grew up in Guinea, West Africa. She is the daughter of Brian and Emily Shores and is majoring in intercultural studies and biblical studies. After graduation, she plans to attend graduate school and then move to the mission field. Keegan Kirkpatrick and Emmagrace Shores.
David Nash. David is the son of Michael and Charlene Nash. He is majoring in general music and completing the prerequisites for medical school. After graduation, David plans to continue his journey into medical school and tie the knot with his girlfriend, Kara Anderson.
Our second female contestant is Addison Palmer. Kaila and SBU alum Ryan Palmer. She is majoring in secondary math education, and after graduation, she plans to get a job teaching high school math in the St. Louis area, get married to her college sweetheart Zach, and join a church where she can continue to spread the light of Christ through worship ministry. David Nash and Addison Palmer.
Next up is the pairing of two Bolivar locals, starting with Mason Bethards. Alumni Troy and Monica Bethards. Mason is majoring in marketing and minoring in evangelism. After graduation, Mason plans to go wherever God leads him, but he would love to play drums for a Christian band one day.
Our other townie is Maddy Edge. Maddy is the daughter of SBU alumni Jeff and Jackie Edge. She is majoring in digital marketing and after graduation plans to possibly get her master's degree and pursue a career in social media marketing with photography on the side. Mason Bethards and Maddy Edge.
Our final male contestant is Nash McKinney. McKinney. He's majoring in digital marketing and public relations, and after graduation plans to work in-house at a company as a marketing or publicity coordinator.
And last but certainly not least is Katie Brittell. Katie is from York, Pennsylvania, and is the daughter of Alan and Tammy Brittell. Katie is double majoring in general art and psychology. After graduation, she plans to attend graduate school back home in Pennsylvania and get her counseling license to become a children's counselor. Max McKinney and Katie Brittell.
Let's give our contestants one more round of applause as they Alan, what are we doing here?
What do you mean? Is the script wrong? I thought we had everything planned out.
No. Like, what is all of this? Like, is this gonna be like a game show like Wheel of Fortune, or are we gonna like, people gonna win money? Is like Survivor, Chuck and Spirit, like what are we doing here?
Well, you know, Dr. Woodyard is reading that book about the history of SBU. And off the top of my head, I feel like one time he said that there were these 8 students who were nominated by faculty and staff to be a part of some event. The beginning of the Miss Southwest pageant dates back to, I think, the 1930s, with Mr. Southwest being added in 1963. The pageant is a part of, I think, this thing called Bearcat Days, which more traditionally is a 2-day visit event, which admitted students considering SBU attendance are hosted on campus. 8 contestants are nominated by SBU faculty and staff and voted upon by the student body to select a pair of standout students to represent the Bearcat family for the next year. But that's just off the top of my head. I think he said that in the meeting.
Wait, so we're gonna like introduce the candidates before we each of their talents?
And they each made a video to tell us more about themselves.
That's sick. Wait. Hear me out. What if, after the talent portion, we voted for our top 2 male and our top 2 female candidates, and then we did like an interview portion, like Jimmy Fallon, and like asked them deep and meaningful questions about their lives?
Did you just guess that? Because that's exactly what we're doing. And you all, the audience, will get to be a part of it.
Yes, you guys will be voting at each stage, and at the end, crowning our new Mr. and Miss Southwest. So let's get into it. Our first male contestant is very well known in the music and theater world here at SBU.
Between all that he's involved in, I really want to know what he does on the daily, balancing school, singing, and acting.
I bet it's like an action movie, crossed like a Broadway musical, like John Wick meets Hamilton. Ladies and gentlemen, our first contestant, David Nash.
Another day in the glamorous life of David Nash. Let's see what chaos awaits. Starting my day in harmony, literally. Rehearsing with the barbershop quartet. Your smile. Cellular and molecular biology. That class is so exciting, I even dream about it. Hey David, class is over. Now we'll talk to one of my favorite classes, quiet. I can't stay very long, but I don't think they'll miss me. Oh, look who it is! Lovely girlfriend. Cut short, of course. If only I didn't have a trombone lesson. I don't have time for a virtuosic performance, but Yankee Doodle's pretty cool.
Remember lesson!
Well, I always see David running all over campus. I mean, is there anything this guy can't do? He can act, he can sing, he can juggle. he's good at Old Testament and New Testament. I mean, my name's David. Sometimes I wonder, is he named after me or am I named after him?
Here's the part of the day where I get to lead worship and channel who Dr. Kim and I were actually named after. King David. It's a good thing that God cares about the attitude of the heart and not the amount of practice time. Today's been busy, but even on my most busy day, I always make time for coffee. Refreshing. And now, finally, the pinnacle of my day, the musical rehearsal. In this show, I play Molly, the frantic Kaila. There may have been some typecasting. And there you have it, folks. A day in my life where every minute counts and chaos reigns supreme. But hey, at least it's never boring.
In all my years of teaching, I have only ever had one student who, after every class, gave me a lollipop. And that student was David Nash. And
That's true.
And
That's a true story.
He gave me a lollipop after every class.
Down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burden be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me.
Haven't cried like that since I didn't understand derivatives in calculus class.
What is a derivative? I'm just a communication major.
I wish we knew someone who could help us understand calculus. You know, Chegg only gets us so far.
I have a hunch that our next contestant can help broaden our mathematical horizons. May I introduce Addison Palmer?
I have no idea what I'm going to do for this myself in this video. I want something that's going to reflect my personality, but I'm lost. I don't know what to do.
Addison, you're a mathematician. Do what mathematicians do best, make an equation.
Glasgow's right. All I have to do is make an equation about who I am. First, I'll add that I'm a math education major. I'll add being a worship leader since I meet every week in chapel. Of course, I have to add being an RA into the equation. I love my girls and my staff so much. And I can't forget my love of yellow and pink. They truly are the best colors. I think I may have a problem. Now I'll put all of that to the power of the joy of the Lord. And to finish this out, I'll take the integral of this equation from 0 to 20, since I'm 20 years old, of course. And I cannot forget to put the dx at the end. I really don't want my calculus teacher coming for me. Okay, I think I got it. But the only way to know for sure is to have somebody check my work. I know just the person who's up for this kind of proof. Dr. Bowling, can you check this proof for me? Sure,
I actually think I see a little bit of concern right here. I think this looks really good. Good job. Well, that's me, guys.
outside.
resembles some type of movie character. Ladies and gentlemen, Keegan Kirkpatrick.
What are you gonna do? I don't know. I think I might go to campus and find some inspiration, I guess. I need to leave for a while.
Keegan, former Mr. Southwest contestant Drew Ross. How did you find me out here? Oh, we saw you from Meyer. Keegan, I know you're doubting yourself right now. But if you just believe, I know you can do it. You have it in you. Just look inside yourself. Thank you, former Mr. Southwest. I have a contest to get into.
Get started.
Hang on.
Oh. Vote for Keegan.
Pedro. Vote for Pedro, whoever that is. Pedro!
A reenactment of the Napoleon Dynamite dance isn't something I thought I needed in my life. But I'm so glad I witnessed it.
Napoleon? Like that French guy?
Yeah, you know, like French emperor, like this tall military commander. Oui, oui?
Looks like you might need some help with your French, but good thing our next contestant has you covered. Our next female contestant is Emmagrace Shores.
Hey everybody, I'm Emma and I'm going to show you a day in my life. First of all, I don't recall the living room is flooded. Gotcha. So that was a little bit unexpected. So now I'm on my way to my first class. So a little bit about where I grew up. Yeah, Emma, how was growing up in Africa? It was a wild experience, man. Hey everybody, so I just got out of class and now I'm about to just hang out in Redford. Emma, come on, let's go hang out somewhere else. You're always around. It's my home. Gotta go. Hey guys, I just left Redford and now I am headed to lunch. You're ready to lunch? Wanna go lunch? Bye. Hey everybody, I am a work-study student at the Redford office and I'm just about to leave for the day. Bye, Tammy. Bye, Emma. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you. Bye. So I'm just now leaving Redford once again. Redford is where I have all my classes since I'm an intercultural studies and biblical studies major. It truly has been a place that feels like family over the years and it's just one of my favorite places in the world. Hey everybody, so we just finished Bible study. After everything on campus, one of my favorite things is just the community here and how it's like family and home away from home. Say good night everybody. Bye.
Good evening all, how are you guys doing tonight? Yeah! If you are here for Bearcat Days, give me a whoop whoop! We are so glad you guys are here tonight, and I'm so glad just to be here. It's such a privilege and an honor. For tonight, when I found out that I had to do a talent, I was like, what in the world am I going to do? I cannot sing, I cannot dance, I cannot act. And to be honest with y'all, I was truly stressed about this for days. Thank you. I was so stressed about this for days. And one day, I wake up to a message from my mom. And my mom was like, Emma, what if you did Psalm 19 in French? And I was like, Mom, really? She's like, yeah. I really feel like you could share your heart with people and just share a little bit of who you are with sharing that song. Psalm 19, as I read through it, it starts off with talking about the glory of God. And for those of you that don't know me, I grew up overseas. And in growing up overseas, I got to see God's creation and nature everywhere. This psalm talks about how God's creation tells his glory, though it has no words. For those of y'all that know me, you know that I love to take pictures of the sunrises and the sunsets. And I love the beauty of his nature. And the psalm talks about that. Then the second part of the psalm tells about how God's word is pure and just and holy. And in growing up overseas, it's so neat to see how no matter where you go in the world, God's word never changes. No matter what language it's in, whether it's in French, English, Spanish, Portuguese, it's always the same. It's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And that's it's such a blessing about God's word. And so tonight, I want to share this song with you. But I also want to share it in French. Why French, you may ask? Well, in growing up where I grew up, French was the language that they spoke there. And it has become a language that has been so near and dear to my heart. And so tonight, for you guys, while I recite this, I'll be having a video playing that I drew of this song that just tells its story. So now I will recite Psalm 19 in French. Psalm 19, Psalm de David, pris dans le livre du chef de chorale. Le ciel raconte la gloire de Dieu. Toute
les étoiles annoncent ce qu'il a fait. Chaque jour raconte cela au jour suivant. Chaque nuit le fait connaître à la nuit qui la suit. Ce n'est pas un discours, il n'y a pas de paroles, aucun son ne se fait entendre. Mais leur message parcourt toute la terre et il se répand jusqu'au bout du monde. Là-haut, Dieu a planté une tente pour le soleil. Le matin, celui-ci est comme un jeune mari qui sort de sa maison et se lance comme un champion, heureux de courir sur la route. Il se lève à un bout du ciel et termine sa course à l'autre but. Et rien n'échappe à sa chaleur. La loi du Seigneur est parfaite. Elle redonne la vie. Les ordres du Seigneur sont clairs. Les exigences du Seigneur sont justes. Réjouissons mon cœur. Les commandements du Seigneur sont parfaits. Elles redonnent la vie. Les commandements du Seigneur donnent la lumière, permettent de voir clair. Elles sont plus précieuses que l'or, que le d'or pur. Elles sont plus délicieuses que le miel le plus doux. Aussi, tes décisions m'avertissent moi, ton serviteur. Si je les garde, j'aurai une belle récompense. Qui peut connaître ses erreurs? Pardonne-moi les fautes que je ne vois pas. Que te fasse plaisir les paroles de ma bouche et les pensées de mon cœur. Seigneur, mon solide rocher, mon défenseur. Oh Lord, my rock and my redeemer. Amen. Thank you. Have a good night.
Emmagrace's day in the life was so cool. I loved being able to see all that she's involved in here at SBU.
Our next contestant is actually giving us a glimpse into his day. No, it's not a day. It's more than a day. Our next contestant, Mason Bethards.
I can't believe I've been nominated for Mr. Southwest. That's pretty awesome. I've done a lot of cool things in my life so far. God has definitely blessed me. I grew up with an awesome big sister, a fun mom, and of course, a super cool dad right here in Bolivar. I've been to a lot of neat places and done a lot of cool things over the years. made some incredible friends.
Speaking of music videos, our next act is inviting her friends to remake a scene from Disney, the Disney musical Teen Peeps movie.
Oh my gosh.
Never seen it.
Well, no, you don't have to. Next up is Maddy Edge.
And this is my life. I'm a foodie. Of course I'm gonna eat this cookie. Maddy, you're organic! What are you eating?
I'm eating these really good Cheetos. Do you want one?
Sure. Oh wait, aren't you organic? That's never stopped before.
Oh no.
Hey, you should bring fresh pepper.
No, it's organic.
Oh shit.
I'm energetic. Of course I don't fall asleep in the car, ever. I think it was coached. Of course I'll be relaxed in the office. Here, that's super loud.
You tipsy tales like we're doing around.
They're all
I'm Maddy Edge. Of course I'm going to dance everywhere I go. For the microphone, of course. Well, you know, you'll just have to wait for this happens. I'm Maddy Edge. Of course. Wait, what am I saying?
make like a YouTube video for it, you know?
Still, I'd like to ask for some questions about it.
Our next contestant actually has some questions to ask people as well, and he's doing it all undercover. Ladies and gentlemen, Max McKinney.
What's up, Bearcats? I'm Max McKinney, and I'm here with UAC, and we're going around undercover, asking the question of the week. All right, so I'm here with Cooper, and you are?
RD Atlanta.
All right, Cooper, so the question of the week is, what are your opinions on Mr. Southwest candidates this year?
Mason Bethards, phenomenal individual. Went to church with him as a kid, actually.
Really?
David Nash, phenomenal singer. Keegan Kirkpatrick, he was my RA last year. Absolutely love him.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this or not. There's actually four candidates.
Really? That was
Yeah.
three.
Yeah, Max McKinney, I don't know if you
Absolutely not. I would never associate myself with someone so wrong.
You know, you was in minor with him, I think, just a guess. I think he's pretty cool.
Cool would be, I don't like that word, not a huge fan.
This dude looks like the Lorax. Like,
I don't know, one of them was just like for the people.
No,
What's his name? It's like, I remember, it's like a dog name.
like the orange hair.
No,
Lorax is orange.
I'd say blonde. Max McKinney.
I've heard he's a little emotionally unstable and like.
I appreciate it.
We'll see it.
I'll see you, man.
Yeah.
I'm not emotionally unstable. I'm not emotionally unstable at all. I thought they loved me. I thought everybody just absolutely loved me and being around me. How did they not know it was me under the mask? I mean, I didn't even change my voice or anything. Am I really that untalented? But I can do that thing with my finger. Maybe they're right. What am I gonna do for the talent portion? They don't know what they're talking about. I can count to like 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Lorax. I mean, who could actually think that I look like them? Yeah, that makes sense. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. I mean, there's like tons of people that are named Max. It's not just me. How am I going to compete with all these super talented Meyer guys?
Hey Max, Andrew wants to see you.
Hey, Andrew, did you call me in here to tell me that talent comes from within and I just need to be myself in order to have fun?
Sure. I was actually here to ask you about the cease and desist letter we just got from Mark. You know anything about that?
How's everybody doing? Good. Well, I'm glad to be here. I'm Max McKinney. I'm super glad to be here. Putting me after everybody with real talents. I just appreciate that. So, that's awesome. My parents are here. I was talking about it with my parents about like what my talent would actually be, considering I can't sing or dance or play an instrument or speak another language. And so my options were pretty limited. One thing I brought up was like I can name every Major League Baseball World Series winner since 1903. And yeah, I'm not gonna do it, so don't worry. How boring would that be if I was just naming baseball teams for 5 minutes? But they nixed that pretty quick, because they want to have grandkids someday. Guys and girls have very different reactions to like finding out I can do that. Guys are like, man, that's awesome. Why don't you like test me? Girls are like, I'm ruling you out as ever being considered a romantic interest. So that's how I ended up telling jokes for 5 minutes. So, yeah, and also, guys, if you want to hear me do it after the show, just talk to me. Girls, if for some reason that's not weird and unsettling, same offer applies. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm from a town on the east side of the state called Farmington, Missouri. I'm sure you can guess what our main industry is. It's our federal prison. The east side of the state is a little worse for wear right now. There's a lot of land in the area, so you know, locations in my town, they sound like Call of Duty maps. There's a place, a swimming place called the Bone Hole that people go to. My parents used to go sledding at the Chat Dome by the old glass factory. So, yeah, but even if you go up north, like up to St. Louis, the roads there are not all that great. There's a dude on Instagram, Reels, and I'm sure he's on TikTok too, but he'll like review potholes. And he'll be sitting like in the middle of the road, be like, St. Louis City, would you believe it? Worst roads in America. Cars are flying by, going 15 feet in the air with potholes. He sounds like he's from Brooklyn for some reason. Those of you who've seen it are like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Those of you who haven't are like, I have no idea what he's talking about. Those of you who are in D groups and are on a social media cleanse are like, I haven't seen my phone in 6 months. So I apologize if the screens were too bright earlier. I know that's more blue light than you guys have had in a while. I'm just kidding. I know you guys are on your phones because you're at Taco Bell way too often to not have that app. All needs to sin too. So I love Taco Bell. As a college student, that app is a lifesaver. The only thing I don't like is like, it doesn't matter if your ringer's on or off or how loud your volume is. As soon as you place your order, that bell noise is just ear-piercingly loud. Your cover's blown immediately. Taco Bell's nice because it's super cheap. It's almost concerning how cheap it is, honestly. It makes you think like, oh, well, I've had 3 years worth of business classes here at SBU, and you can have any of the economics professors explain long run and short run and overhead costs and whatnot, and I still don't think you can convince me they're not feeding us monkey meat. It's so cheap. Yeah, it's so cheap, it makes you think like, are they covering up, like destroying evidence for something? It's like they had a hire up there that was like, guys, they're on to us. We got to get rid of this somehow. And one of his lower guys was like, I don't know how we do that. And he's like, we're going to give it to them for nearly free. We're going to have them say it into the walkie-talkie what they want, cover on the side window. We don't want them coming through the front. And then we're going to hand it to them in a brown paper bag. That way it's off our hands and onto theirs. Well, I brought up baseball, earlier, how I know the MLB World Series earlier. And I love baseball my entire life. I grew up playing baseball since I was 3 years old. I played all throughout high school. I was even recruited to play here at SBU. And I played for about half a welcome week. Every time you gotta hang up the cleats, and my time was up. Thank you guys, that's all I got right now.
Looks like Max got his questions answered.
You know they say that comedy is an art form, and I think Max nailed it.
Our next contestant is taking a more traditional approach to art.
Please welcome Katie Brittell.
My name is Katie, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Nice to meet you. I grew up in York, Pennsylvania, which is just 16 hours from SBU. I love to dance and have fun with my friends. Whether I'm spending time with my family is a favorite pastime. I love to be outside in God's beautiful creation. And last but not least, painting is a big passion of mine.
You're fine.
I live in Woodcraft and I absolutely love it. I live in a little kid with some amazing girls and the best bar in Italy. I could not have in college without my best friend Emily. I have the privilege of serving the President's office with this amazing ambassador here.
I love our friendship, and I'm so glad that it's really nice to meet the people who bring your dogs, who work the frog, and all the things as much as I do.
So, Kate and I, we're in a football team together. We're playing in the IM League this semester, and we're going to absolutely crush it. And you guys should vote for Katie, because she's awesome.
Stop by about coffee to see me for a good cup of coffee and a good chat.
I'm so
because she's from Pennsylvania, like me.
I'm blessed to become an art therapist, and I love that I can study both psychology and art at SPI to help me achieve those dreams.
I'm a fan of Bethards, and you should be too. That you enjoyed this video and you enjoy the rest of the show. I just want to give a huge thanks to my family and my friends for supporting me in everything that I do. And more importantly, I want to give thanks to God for blessing me with this beautiful life. Goodbye!
Hello everybody, I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm going to be painting for you tonight, and this painting is called Springtime. And while you guys watch me paint and listen to the words of the song, which is also called Springtime, very convenient, I just want you to visualize springtime in your mind. So I want you to think about the beautiful, vibrant colors that God uses, all the textures that He uses, and even the sense of springtime. I just think springtime is so cool and a beautiful reminder of the growth and the joy that we can find in Him.
You're the resurrection that we've waited for. You buried the night and came with the morning. You're the King of heaven, the praise is yours. The longer the quiet, the louder the chorus. Come tend the soil, come tend the soil of my soul, and like a garden, and like a garden I will grow, I will grow. Come tend the soil, come tend the soil of my soul, and like a garden, and like a garden I will grow.
Is such a beautiful reminder of the joy that we can find in Christ. And I just encourage you to put your faith and trust in Him, because He can make your life far more beautiful than you ever would imagine without Him. So I hope you enjoyed tonight, guys, and I'll see you later.
I think any art teacher would give that an A. A++, actually, extra credit.
Speaking of grading people, it's time to move into the voting portion of our evening. Let's give our contestants a round of applause as they come back on stage.
And here they are. We will now begin the voting process, voting for the male contestants first. As you can see here on the screen, you will vote for your top 2 male contestants and text their code correctly to the number on the screen. So you will text the number 22333, and these need to be 2 separate text messages. So you will send a message with your first vote, and then send a completely separate message with your second vote. If you're voting for David, you're voting for D. Nash, Max, M. McKinney, Mason, M. Bethards, and Keegan, K. Kirk. Again, 2 separate text messages for those.
So once again, it's that same number, 22333, with the code that is corresponding to the candidates you would like to vote for.
One time I tried to figure out how to catch a baseball, and then it hit me. Thank you for one person out there.
You guys got any pets?
Honestly, good advertising.
Let's give our candidates a round of applause as they come back on stage.
Our first male contestant moving on to the interview portion of the show is... You can drum roll. We're not that high. Keegan Kirkpatrick.
Our first female contestant moving on to the interview portion of the show is Addison Palmer.
Our second male contestant moving on to the interview portion of the show is David Nash.
And our second female contestant moving on to the interview portion of tonight's show is Brittell.
Let's give one more round of applause for our candidates. We'll now explain the interview portion of tonight's show.
We will get to welcome each of the remaining contestants to the couch where we will ask them a series of questions so we can all get to know them better.
Please welcome our first contestant, Keegan Kirkpatrick. Keegan, how we doing tonight? Doing well. Yeah, quick mic check. Hello. Yeah! So, you're an RA in Meyer First, right? I am. So, quick shout out to Meyer Hall. All of our male candidates are actually from Meyer Hall tonight, so quick shout out to that.
Somebody booing back there?
What is your favorite part about Dormant?
Oh, I just love the community. Every night, it's almost like a sitcom. You never know who's going to be sitting in the office. We typically have conversations ranging from anywhere from favorite food to what Taco Bell order we had that night. But I just love going into the office and just knowing that there's always somebody in there to talk to. Just the brotherhood we have. It doesn't matter what floor you're on or who you are, what roommate you have. We're all family in Meyer, and I'm just very thankful for that.
Awesome. Now, what's the most memorable phone call you've ever had in your life?
So we actually had a game in one of my youth groups one time where I had to finish a song. I had to sing it to a person, and that person had to sing it back without me prompting them at all. So I called my cousin, and he came in clutch. I don't remember what we were singing, some 80s rock song. But that was memorable because I said, oh, okay, thank you, Titus, and I won.
So last question. How would you sell hot chocolate in Florida?
I would put ice in it.
Iced chocolate.
Let's welcome out our next female contestant, Addison Palmer. Hi, Addison. Oh, a little symbol there. Hi, how are you?
Doing good. How are you guys?
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Splendid. All right, well, let's just jump right into the questions. So, Addison, you have lived in Woody Hall and you're now an RA in Beasley Hall. So, Woody and Beasley, one of the biggest differences is the bathroom style. So, if you were a bathroom style of one of the dorms here on campus, which one would it be and why?
So when we're talking about which one I prefer, I'm not gonna lie, I have my own bathroom right now and I really like that. But I think I would be the community style. Just knowing me, I'm an extrovert, if you didn't know. That's one of the biggest things about me, and so community is just a big thing to me. And I'm not gonna lie, it was really fun waking up at 6 a.m. and brushing your teeth with a bunch of friends. And yeah, so I think community would be me.
That's awesome. So our next question is, what is the most meaningful compliment you've ever been given?
I worked at Starbucks a couple summers ago, which was such a mission field because a lot of people there, they don't have the same ideals as me and opinions. And one of my last days, one of my friends who is a known atheist, she told me, "You are such a joy to be around and you have so much joy." And I think that a lot of that is just because you're a happy person, but I really feel like a lot of that is because of the Lord you serve. And I was like, oh, wow, Lord, thank you for using me in this mission field. Yes. Yeah, so that was probably the biggest compliment, so I want to thank him for that.
Our last question is, if your life was a movie, if there was an Addison Palmer filming after you die, who would you, or while you're alive, that comes too, but who would you want to star as you? What, actress would you want to star as Addison?
I don't know a lot of actresses, I'm not gonna lie. Give me a second. Somebody happy. Somebody that has the same hair as me and is just a happy person, like a genuine person. I don't know who that is. I don't know. Maybe Millie Bobby Brown. She's a queen. I like her. She's happy. She seems like I could be friends with her, you know? I like her. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Addison.
Our next contestant entering the stage is David Nash. David, good to see you. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, so obviously it's kind of been like a big deal in all your things, like how much stuff you just do, period. So you're running all over campus. And so you've been in a lot of the buildings that are on this campus. What academic building on campus encapsulates your personality the best?
You know, that's hard because there are a lot of facets to my filled mind. But I'm thinking that Jester is so cool, how creative it is, and then it also has the nursing department. Like, no one saw that coming, so that's really cool. And like creativity, awesome building.
Prospective students, shout out Bear Kittens. What advice would you give to your younger self?
I think the advice I would give would be don't underestimate the power of prayer. I've gone through a lot of hard decisions and had to do some things that I never thought I could do, and I couldn't have done it alone, and I didn't do it alone. I did it with God, and it's just walking with Him and trusting that that communication is going to hold me up, and He's got me every step of the way.
All right. I'm going to run you through a scenario. are gifted an elephant that you can't sell or give away. What will you do? So I think that with an elephant, there are a lot of ways this could go. Like, I could use it for nefarious acts like robbing banks. But I'm thinking just like start a circus and first teach the elephant to paint, and then start a circus. And I might be a clown, but that's probably the route I go. Well, the elephant is not in the room anymore. David, give it up for him.
Let's welcome up our last contestant, Katie Bethards. Hello, Katie. How are you doing? I'm doing just wonderful. Glad to hear it. Okay, so Katie, you are obviously double majoring, so you are art and psychology, and so you know a lot of places on campus. You've lived in a couple of the different dorms. So, in your experience, where is the best place to nap on campus?
Oh, that is a really good one. The hill behind Woody Dot. I bring my hammock. I strap it up. I still have trouble putting the straps up. I have to look at the YouTube video every time I put the straps up because I always forget. But once I get my hammock up, I cuddle up in there like a little cocoon, and yeah, take it out. So it's ready.
Fantastic. So hit up the back hill of Woody Dot in that All right, Katie. Next question: who is your biggest inspiration and why?
Ooh, it's a good question. I probably have to say my mom, who's here out in the crowd, just like inspired me through everything, and I just always looked up to her and her loving, nurturing personality.
All right, so on a less sweet note, let me throw you into scenario here. So you're trekking through the woods, okay, and you come across a pack of rabid 5-year-olds. How many do you think you can take down and why?
Well, since I'm really a class therapist, I could use some techniques on them and hypnotize them or something.
But so a number.
Oh, wait, how many are there?
Just how many do you think you can take down?
At least half.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Bethards.
This concludes our interview portion for tonight. Let's give one final round of applause to our contestants. Next, we are very excited to invite our current Mr. and Miss Southwest for 2023 back to the couch. Eli Cook and Kaila Lloyd. Thank you both for joining us this evening. We know you're very busy people. So, just got a few questions to ask you guys since you're crowning this time last year. Isn't that crazy?
All right, so first question. So you guys are both graduating here in, I don't know, a month and a half, something like that. So what are your guys' plans post-graduation?
I plan to marry Dorian Woodson.
Alright, plans post-graduation. I plan on attending a master's in clinical mental health counseling program at Evangel University, so just down the road. And then also, this is kind of a quick shout out. She is not in the building, unfortunately, but I'm getting married in 8 days. But we will be staying here at Baltimore as she attends the Doctor of Physical Therapy program just right here at SBU. So we'll be around.
your biggest piece of advice to the incoming class of freshmen here at SBU?
Oh man. Let's see. See, I even had time to think about this too, and now I'm blanking. I would say my biggest piece of advice to you as you're coming into SBU, just be ready to go where God calls you. Have your heart open and available for where He may take you. I came in thinking I was going to do something in the music ministry, and God called me in a different direction, and now I work in event management as I'm getting my master's degree. So just come in and be ready for God to move in your life. That first requires a willing heart from yourself. Yeah.
I really appreciate what David said about prayer. Maybe you don't call yourself a Christian or anything like that. I would challenge you just to try prayer out. And if you are a follower of Christ, I mean, like David said, prayer is powerful. So I would say grow your prayer life as a freshman. And then number two, just try everything. You know, get involved. If you don't like it after the first 3 weeks, quit. Sure, but as a freshman, I mean, you have time. Even though you may feel busy as a freshman, you just get busier. So try everything as a freshman, and then let prayer just saturate your life.
Alright, so our final question. So you guys, both of you guys have been involved in mission trips with the Center for Global Connections here at SBU. So if you guys could just tell us a little bit about your experience working with the CGC and even leading trips.
So I've gone on quite a few different trips. I led a disaster relief trip, which sadly we don't have anymore, but that was, we just go after a disaster hits, a tornado hit Kentucky in about 2021, I think, and we went and we just helped put in a floor and paint someone's house. Last year I got to attend a mission trip going to the Bronx, Mont neighborhood in the Bronx in New York, and it was wonderful. We just worked with kids. We did a lot of evangelism with homeless ministry, and I also got to attend a mission trip going to Bogota, Colombia, where we got to work with Venezuelan refugees. So a lot of cool different opportunities. Again, and if you're kind of on the edge or coming to be a freshman and you're not so sure about mission trips, again, like I said earlier, just try it out. Pick one of them that piques your interest just a little bit, and just have a willing heart, like Eli said, and it'll be cool to see how the Lord moves through you.
All right, I had the opportunity this past Christmas break, so it was actually, we left, oh goodness, was it Christmas Day? Is anybody out here that was one? December 17th, we spent Christmas over there. Thank you, good grief. So we got to go over to Chiang Mai, Thailand. We got to serve at an orphanage called Connie's Home. And so I got to serve with the big kids. And so when I was thinking big kids, I was thinking like 10 to 15, somewhere in there. We had a 3-4-year-old in our group. So it was awesome to see the Lord, move in myself, just learning how to deal with little kids. I'd never really done anything like that before. But we got to witness to not only the children there, but the workers there that grew up in a nation that's primarily Buddhist. So these are people that believe that if a child is born with a birth defect, it's because they did something just terrible in a past life. We got to speak truth to them. We got to tell them that, Jesus saves and Jesus takes away, all that sin. So it was powerful getting to share that truth with them and just love on a bunch of kids. So, yeah.
I speak for all of SBU and SBU staff. Thank you both so much for your time and for representing SBU this past year as Mr. of the Southwest.
Let's give another round of applause for our current listeners.
All right, at this time, we're going to invite our 4 remaining contestants to the stage for our final round of voting.
Let's give them a round of applause.
It is now time to vote for one male and one female contestant, starting with who will be our Mr. Southwest candidate. So, bring up the slide. Again, you're texting that same number, 22333. For David, you're texting David Nash, all caps. For Keegan, texting Keegan K. You put a little bookie in it.
Never heard that one before.
Dog with no legs. Hey, why was 6 afraid of 7? It's not. Numbers aren't sentient, so like they can't feel it.
Classic.
All right, let's go ahead and welcome all of our contestants back to stage. We have a quick announcement about the event happening immediately after the show. Stick around after the crowning ceremony to hear more about Residence Life and Student Association's photo scavenger hunt happening tonight right after the show. After the crowning ceremony, if you're from Landon or Leslie or staying there for Bearcat Days, meet at the front right corner of this room. If you're from Woody Yacht or staying there for Bearcat Days, meet at the back right corner of this room. And if you're from Beasley or Meyer or staying there for Bearcat Days, meet at the front left corner of this room. Our representative of the Student Association and Residence Life will announce more details in a few minutes.
Let's give our current Mr. and Miss Southwest 2023 a round of applause as they join us on stage to crown our winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 Mr. Southwest is Keegan Kirkpatrick.
Your 2024 Miss Southwest is Addison Palmer.
Picture. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Before tonight ends, we want to recognize two special people. Shaya Luck, our major events UAC chair, and Christina Hart, our student life coordinator. This event would not be possible without these two women, and we appreciate all the hard work they put in. Please give them a huge round of applause.
We'd also like to thank Scott Rickman and his whole team for helping us on and off stage. We would not be able to put on an event like this without them. So thank you. Let's give them a round of applause.
Go for it! Yeah! Woo! I couldn't hear his voice.